Hey, what's up, y'all? This your man Step, and welcome back to the Vibes with Step podcast. I love this shit. You know what I'm saying? I love it so much. It feel good to do this. You feel me? Quick little story. You know what I'm saying? Before we get in to the topic. So I don't know. Like I told y'all, well, I don't know if I told y'all on the podcast now, but this was a plan of mine since 2017. I made a vision board and back then I was just thinking of, ideas I could start for myself, for my brand. Because let me tell you, hey, you know what? I guess that'll be the topic for today. The start of YouTube, the many branching paths you could take. Because I was thinking about this last night, even, since the beginning of the time I've been thinking about this. But I think that'll be the good topic for today. So, back in 2017, I started, taking things down. Vision board. You feel me? And it wasn't something I thought about. I had to watch some videos because I was trying to find my motivation and inspiration back then. I was in a real dark space in 2017. At that time I was thinking, man, I need to upgrade because I didn't have a computer. I had my laptop and I couldn't run certain games and I wanted to up my quality. So, I started a vision board. Things started looking up for me. I upgraded later that year. Oh, and before we keep going, I hope y'all got y'all tea ready. Because I got mine right here, my green tea. And it's hot as shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on it to cool down. But yeah, I started pretty much everything I got right now. I was thinking about it in 2017. And you got to think at that time I was only 2 years in with this, I'm not going to call it a gaming channel. Because, I'm branching off to doing different things. And that's what life is about. You got to branch off. See, the way I look at it, YouTube for me is the foundation for everything I'm doing at this point. It's the foundation for what I see myself going through in life. The many different rooms I could build for my house. YouTube is the start of my career. But the next step for me is my graphics business. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all got to think, a lot of y'all from time to time will tell me, hey, love your thumbnails and shit like that. I done had people just tell me they like my thumbnails a lot. And, some people done said that was what made them click on a certain video. And I appreciate that a lot. Because I think that's my strong point when it come to doing thumbnails. Well, not just doing thumbnails, but doing videos. Because the editing process for the whole thing is just annoying. You know what I'm saying? Like editing videos. I can record videos all day. Well, not all day, but maybe for a few hours throughout the day. Take a break and then get back in it. But editing is a bitch. It is. It's so tedious. You know what I'm saying? Especially knowing, because I'm not the best video editor. I'm not at all. It's like I can add a few little things. I can stretch my face. I can add a little effect on the screen. I can add some music. I could spin my face if I wanted to. I could, fade. I could do just about whatever I want, but I got a limit. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things I wouldn't do. Certain things I ain't even got the patience to do. That's why I don't add a lot of effects to my videos, because it's like, what's the fucking point? So I'm not the best editor when it comes to videos. That's why, I procrastinate. What y'all don't see is that I procrastinate a lot. And that's something I'm working on at this point in my life. Not procrastinate so much. I get the work done, but I do, because what I do is I record ahead of time. All my videos are recorded ahead of time. Sometimes, a day or two in advance, sometimes a week or two in advance. Shit, I don't record the videos and then I ain't put them up until like maybe a month or two later. So I take my time with my videos because I hate editing. But when it comes to graphics, I love it. Because that's my time to shine. That's my moment to show y'all what I can really do. And true story, I started a graphics business in November. Graphics by Step. It just came. That's what she said. Oh, God. But no, the idea just came to me. You know what I'm saying? Because over the years, I wanted to start a business. I wanted to start a clothing business, which is on my list to do. You know what I'm saying? I got a few little business ideas I want to start. But this graphics business, it made sense for me last year. Because before that, I was thinking, man, like, what could I do with this graphics work? Because that's my strong point. That's my bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thrive in, making thumbnails and these graphics. You know, because they pop out. I make sure I put that extra oomph in my work when it comes to my graphics. So I was just thinking, like, what could I do? How could I start this? Because starting a business not the easiest thing, but I got 10 years under my belt when it comes to this YouTube shit. Over time, you tend to, think of, well, you got to be creative. You got to be open-minded to certain things. But over time, I just, you tend to sit there and you have a lot of time to yourself, so you got no choice but to think. You either thinking or you not. And I've been thinking a lot. I thought about it. I was like, man, I want to go ahead and, pursue this graphics. I want to actually make a career out of that. You know what I'm saying? Because what y'all don't know, let me go ahead and take a sip of this tea. Ooh, that's hot. That's super hot. But yeah, what y'all don't know about me is if you don't know, I went to college, Broward College. I went there for a semester and then I transferred to Santa Fe Community College back in 2013. Yeah. And my major was in graphics design, which is funny, because it didn't take me until, yesterday, maybe the day before that. I thought to myself, man, everything came full swing for me. I went to school for graphics design, and I ain't know how to draw. I ain't have no kind of creative backbone for shit back in school. You couldn't tell me shit about what I know now. Like, the work y'all see me do now, I couldn't do back then for nothing. I ain't even try. Because I guess I didn't tap into my creative background, my creative, instincts. I tried, I remember I was in 2D design. It was this class. It was dope. That class was dope because I was able to be around these people who actually took it serious, and I actually tried. I passed, barely, but I passed. But I remember the teacher gave us this assignment. It was one of our first projects. She said, I want you to take a few pictures. I forgot how many. It was between 3 and 6. I want you to take a few pictures, put them together as one portrait, and then I want you to paint that. But they had to be a certain kind of, brightness, and they had to have some color to them. They couldn't just be something basic because you want the picture to pop. Most people use, from what I saw, most people use their face. I took a bunch of different, pictures, like a pyramid, a basketball goal, blah, blah, blah. I took so many different things, and I tried to, no, you know what? That was actually, I'm going to tell y'all about both of them. That was actually one of my projects. The second project, we had to paint our face. But the first one, I took a pyramid, I took a basketball goal, I took, some water, and I was trying to, paint it all together with some grass. And at that time, I didn't even know how to edit with a computer. I damn sure ain't know how to draw a paint. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, I don't know how to draw a paint. Long story short, it came out looking like cheeks. You know what I'm saying? It is not literal cheeks. It came out looking like cheeks. It was ugly, but I tried. And then the next one, she maybe a week or two later, she wanted us to paint our face. But with that one, you had to have it a certain kind of color. You couldn't just use something real basic. You had to have certain colors, and they had to be warm. It had to be cool. And that's something I learned in art class. Cool colors, warm colors, neutral colors, the different shades of black. Like, goddamn, it's so many different shades of black. It's crazy to me. And white. You know what I'm saying? Until they go to gray. But it's crazy to me how interesting that shit was. I never got bored of it. I was I was aggravated at times because it was complicated, trying to learn how to paint and draw. I tried to paint my face, and the thing about it is the picture we had, the picture we used had to be a certain, you had to take it to one of them office places like Office Max or, anywhere where they print. And you had to print it in a glossy, format or whatever the hell. So it had to pop. And it made sense for the time, for the picture. You want to get as much color out of it as you can so you can paint it and make it look good. So, yeah. And then she wanted it on this little square, you know what I'm saying? She wanted it real small, so you had to make sure you got it right. long story short, I came out looking like Lil Bill if he was a grown-ass man. Straight up. If y'all don't know who Lil Bill is, just go look him up. You know what I'm saying? It's this little bald head boy. I used to watch the show back in the day. Yeah. If he had a beanie on and he was homeless, that was me. And he was like 45, that was me in that painting. I think I got a D+ on that. Yeah. But now I look back at what I know now, because I went to school for graphics design. Nobody taught me what I know. And that's the beauty of YouTube. If you are aspiring YouTube out there, trust me, you gonna probably, majority of people on YouTube not gonna make it. But I think the one thing you could take away from YouTube is if you don't be successful in it in the sense that you make money and you get fame, you can at least take a skill from it. And I think that's something that's appreciated in the YouTube community, or at least in my opinion. You take skills from that shit. It's only a handful of people that can make it in YouTube in different, genres and different types of videos, whether it be entertainment, whether it be cooking, whether it be sports, whether it be music. It's only so many people that could be successful in these videos. So for me, even though I'm not as successful as I wanted to be, I took my strongest skill, graphics, thumbnails, pictures, my editing, because I got a real good eye for detail. I'm a real detailed dude. I could take the smallest little speck in one of my thumbnails and I'll remove it, because I'm like, y'all probably wouldn't see it. The average person wouldn't see it, but I did, as I go over what I'm editing, and I'll just see something I don't like and I'll take it out, because I like quality. I like detail. I like knowing that I'm putting something out there, so I want it to look good. So taking the skill from YouTube and applying it to my life, and not only that, but this is what I went to school for. You know what I'm saying? I went to school to be a graphics designer, which is crazy to me. It just clicked a couple nights ago that, damn, what I went to school for is actually going to be my potential career. You know what I'm saying? Which is fucking dope. And I already got a business in it. And if y'all want some graphics work, I'm just plugging it. Graphics by Step. My logo. Actually, I got an Instagram page. If you got an Instagram, or if you just want to search it up, go search it up. Graphics by Step. I manage to post I tend to post my, some of my work on my Instagram page to keep it up, to show people what I do, just to keep my graphics bones working. I don't want my shit to atrophy, you know what I'm saying? And then I start. Well, I don't know. I got a real detailed mind, so I think it'll be hard for me to forget how to edit. It'll probably take years for me not, to forget. Like, I would have to go years not doing this to forget how to do it. But one thing I started doing was taking some of my old thumbnails and remaking them for modern day. Like thumbnails from 2015, because at that time, 2015, 2016, I ain't know nothing about, resolution. You feel me? It was sometimes pictures of mine would be boxes, like maybe 800 by 6. Some of them would be 1280, 720, which is the exact resolution for thumbnails on YouTube. And other ones would be bigger than that, and sometimes they'll be cropped and had the black bars on them and shit. So yeah, over time, I had to learn about resolution for my graphics, for my thumbnails. Nowadays, I make them 1980, by 1920, 1080, which is HD. So yeah, I love it. I love knowing I started this on my own. Everything I know about YouTube, I spent a lot of money over the years, but which is crazy that if I would have pursued this in college, I'd be like $50,000, maybe even more than that, in debt. Whereas it took me 10 times less than that to do what I do and know what I know. And I think that should apply to everybody. I'm not going to say I love it. I like college. Back when I was in college, it was dope. It wasn't just about the work and, it was about the experience, of learning certain things, being around certain people. You feel me? Being social, engaging with people. But knowing that I took, a skill that I went to school for, and I didn't learn none of this shit in college, I had to teach myself this. I'm self-taught with everything I know. I ain't look up no videos. I watch certain videos from like other YouTubers, and I'll see some kind of, I'll look at their thumbnails and I'll wonder, man, I wonder how they did this. I wonder how they did that. So the only choice I got is to go and experiment. Try to learn it. So over time I just taught myself how to do that. And that's what it is with YouTube. You can be a gamer. You know what I'm saying? You could be a cook. You could be a vlogger. You could do anything on YouTube. And you could pursue it. But then you'll be surprised at what you learn over time. Like I said, I've been in this for 10 years and it took me all this time to appreciate my graphics. You know what I'm saying? It took me all this time to realize, man, this is the next lane for me to not only make money, but to pursue my skills. And yeah, like I think graphics is my gift, you know? That's what I think. I always told myself, man, YouTube is going to be my career. I love it so much. Like, I can't see myself, like, quitting it. But after I took my 2-week break, I started realizing that I don't want to do YouTube, you know? I do it. I do it because, I've been doing it for so long, and it's okay. It's not like the same feeling I had. That's why I'm pursuing my graphics business. Because it's like I need something that's going to make me money. And not only make me money, but something I'm good at. And I'm real good at making graphics. You feel me? I don't tend to say that because I let y'all say it. When y'all say it, I either say thanks or I ignore y'all comments. You feel me? But I do know I got a certain level of skill because I'm a professional. That's what it is. I've been in it long enough. I can call myself a professional. But I say all that to just basically say to you aspiring YouTubers and shit, learn what your gift is. If you're doing YouTube, stick with it. Because you'll be surprised at what you learn about yourself. You'll be surprised at what you learn how to do. Not everybody can be self-taught, but you got the potential to be something. So if YouTube is what you want to do right now, if you do YouTube, or if you just want to test the waters and try it for a little bit, but don't quit if it get frustrating. See where it take you. You either make it in it or you learn a skill from it and you apply that to your life. And that's what I did. So I think that's it. I mean, I don't know what to call this, I guess, building a foundation or something dealing with YouTube. I don't know. I just think it was interesting to talk about. So that's it. Hope y'all had a good time. Basically just build a foundation off what you do in life. Pursue something, make that your foundation, and then build on that house over time, and you'll be surprised. So that's it. Hope y'all had a good time listening. What are you pursuing in life? What's your foundation? Mine is YouTube. And that's the thing, like graphics, even though I want that to be my career, because it's my strong point, I also want to pursue other things. I want to be an actor, you know what I'm saying? I want to make films. I want to be a model. I want to, do cooking videos on YouTube and shit. If I'm still doing YouTube, that's something I want to, start doing because I know how to cook. You feel me? I love cooking. I think any man should know how to work his hands in the kitchen. You feel me? It's just I think it's an attractive trait to know how to cook for any person. Not microwave cooking, not ramen noodles on the stove and shit like that, not a pot. Like actually knowing how to cook something, taking an idea, even taking some kind of recipe and putting your own twist on it. I know how to do different things, so I want to pursue some of that stuff. And I think that's what everybody should do. So that's it. Hope you had a good time listening to this again. Let me know your foundation, what you're doing in life, what you're pursuing. And if you ain't find your... See, I'm still trying to figure out what the difference is between a passion and a gift. Because my gift is graphics, and I guess my passion is YouTube, which led to my gift. I don't know. That's just what I'm taking from it. But yeah, what is your passion? And whatever your passion is, keep doing it, and maybe one day you'll find your gift. I mean, at that point, you ain't got no choice because, they tend to just sneak up on you. So, yeah, or whatever you pursuing in school, if it might not seem like you want to do that, trust me, chances is you might. So who knows how life works. Life works in some mysterious ways. So that's it. Hope you had a good time. Expect the next podcast soon. I hope y'all had a good time listening. Have a good day. at night.